Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and today we're going to talk about the psychology of being middle-aged. So for the first, 35, 40 years of my life, things were pretty easy. I went to the doctor and they were like, "You're in great shape, you can leave now." It wasn't until I was about 40 years old, I went to the doctor and they started looking at test results going, okay, are you eating a lot of this? Are you getting any exercise? And I was shocked because I had always been an active person. I had always been in good health. And all of a sudden I have high blood pressure. I thought that was pretty much impossible. That was something that happened to other older people. So as we enter middle age and our bodies start to decompose slowly, but they are decomposing. They're not getting any younger. The idea that we're supposed to keep up with people on a certain level starts to weigh on our psyche. I mean, we've all seen people out there in public who are that, 1% of the 1% of fit people whose bodies didn't get injured, that didn't break down, that didn't give birth. And, they probably look great and they're wearing great tailored clothes. And I mean, that just eats away at your brain, chipping away a little bit every time you see something like that. And it comes to a point where you're like, have I passed past that? Can I ever get back to that? Can I ever regain my youth? And for me, that's been extremely distressing over the past few years. I had shoulder replacement. I haven't been able to do anything for a few months. I've never been in worse shape. And I'm unemployed. So in 2024, I get to see how well everybody else is doing on the internet. So where does that leave us as adults heading into middle age? Well, there's a couple things that I think you can do to improve your mental health. Number one, exercise. I always exercised when I did moving, and it slowly just started tapering off until I got to the point where I wasn't exercising at all. So it's been a lot for me to realize that I need to start doing a daily exercise routine, and that really helps with my mental health. Two, you got to eat less. I was eating a ton of food when I did moving, and for whatever reason, I never thought to stop eating a ton of food when I stopped doing moving. So the inevitable result was I got fat. I don't think it was until maybe a couple of weeks ago that I really started practicing what I knew in my head I needed to do, which was just eating less. At first, it's a little bit difficult because you've trained your brain to think that you need to eat a certain amount of food to be satiated and feel fine, which isn't really the truth. Like, you don't need to eat that much food unless you're doing a physical job. So the past few weeks have been an interesting experiment where I've been eating way less, smaller portions when I do eat, or like skipping lunch and just staying hydrated. I mean, it has made some improvements. I'm not ready to show you those yet, but those are two things that you can do to improve your mental and physical health as a middle-aged person that don't cost anything. It actually costs you less money. You spend less money on food. I've made it a point to just stop going to the grocery stores often because I do have things in my house that I can mix in together and make a meal. A third thing I've done that I think has improved my mental health greatly as a middle-aged person is just shutting off the internet. Like, don't shut this video off. But don't go on Facebook as soon as you wake up in the morning. Don't go on Reddit as soon as you wake up in the morning and read some political post where there's all these opposing views that are just going to get under your skin. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's what those companies want you to do. They want you to be upset because when you're upset, you comment, you click, you like, you share, and that just makes them advertising money. So do yourself a favor. Don't turn the phone on when you get up. Or if you need to check your email, yeah, that's fine for work. But don't go right onto social media and start looking through all that crap. Another thing related to social media is I used to go and just check my email or whatever at night before I went to bed. My wife and I usually watch some TV at night, and then after that I'd go upstairs and maybe I'd look at what's on the internet. The internet's going to be there tomorrow. You don't need to worry about it. If anything important happened that you need to know about, it's going to be there tomorrow. So I've cut out looking at the internet or computer screens after, say, like 7 p.m. at night. And there is some evidence to show that that helps you sleep better at night, and I feel like it's helped me. So what are some other things we can do as middle-aged people to improve our mental health and our psyche and our outlook on the world. I mean, at this point, I've said it before, I'm unemployed. I had to stop doing moving when I had my shoulder replaced. What am I going to do now? I really don't want to go back to doing moving and ruin my shoulder. Do any of you have any ideas what I can be doing to make myself happier as a middle-aged person? What I could cut out or what I could add into my life to make things better? I'd love to hear it. I'm sure everybody else would love to hear it in the comments. So let us know, and maybe we can start a discussion about how we can be better people and live better lives. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.